Okay, folks, go into Canvas and download this project file, and then open up Premiere Pro. It's the one that says PR. And once you open that up, you're going to come to a home screen that looks kind of like this. And if you've downloaded that project file, it should be in your downloads. And we're going to open up a project. So go Open Project, look in your downloads. It's called Example File, and hit Open. And you're going to get something that looks like this. There's two different videos in this example. There's a green screened video of these people walking, and then there's also underneath it just this video of this squirrel. Okay, and what we're going to do is basically we're going to remove the green part of this background so that it looks like the people are walking along with it, or are like at the same scale as the squirrel. And then I'm going to show you just a couple things about Premiere that can be helpful as you make your rotoscoping assessment. This can let you combine videos, do new things with them, make it really interesting, and do some compositing. So you'll see when you open it up, there's this preview window here. There's your timeline with the videos in it. Again, this is the visibility, so you can see stuff. This is where your video files are going to be located. And then there's these effects. So the effects controls are just all the different effects we're going to be placing upon the video. There's a whole bunch of options. We'll get into just a few of them. So yeah, let's first start off with, right away, I can tell that this is way too long. So to cut video and just quickly, splice it and remove things, you grab this razor tool. And so I'm just going to cut right there at the end. That's fine, because I want it to be the same length as that one. And so now I'm going to click on this one, just hit delete, and cool. So now they're the same length. And up here, I'm going to click on this one. You have a couple options for position, scale, and rotation. So you could rotate stuff. I'm going to undo. You can scale things down as needed. You can move stuff around as needed. So you get to place things where you want them to be in your timeline. You can play around with the opacity as well. We're going to do some keying, meaning we're going to remove this green background, and just want to show you how to do that. There's a whole bunch of options for different kinds of special effects on YouTube. Anything with a green or flat color background is going to be really easy to get rid of the background. And so let's do that. So I have the people walking video selected. I'm going to go down here to the bottom left, and I'm going to look for I want my effects, audio. We're going to go to video effects, and we're going to go to keying, and we want color key. So I'm double clicking on that. Once I double click on it, I can see it here in my effects controls. So you should have that. I'm going to click on this eyedropper, and I'm going to click on the green, and it didn't do anything. I need to now go to color tolerance and then bring that up a little bit, and I'm going to move ahead. There we go. So now you can see once I adjust this tolerance, it's going to just get rid of that green really easily. And so now it looks like there's these people walking with the squirrel. There's lots of different ways to collage video. Definitely try out some of these other options as well. If you want to check out any of these other video effects, there's lots of different stuff that you can do here. So feel free to experiment, try that stuff out. Okay, so once it's that looks fine. I think it's ready to go. So now I'm going to hit Shift O, and that's going to bring the end of the timeline to the end of the video. It's just going to basically cut it down to where this video ends. It's like, cropping it. So I'm hitting Shift O. Now I'm going to go to Export, and I'm going to give this a name. It's going to my desktop, but if you want to send it somewhere else, go ahead and do that. Preset, you can just keep it at match source. That's fine. Match source is good. Format, you definitely want it to be H.264. And then for the video settings, just hit match source. The rest of the stuff should be fine the way that it is. And then you just want to make sure the range says entire source, and then go ahead and hit export. And it's not perfect. I can still see that there's like some of that green. That's okay though. We're going to hit export. And now let's bring that into Photoshop. So I already have, all right, so I've just made a new default size Photoshop file, and we're gonna set this up for rotoscoping. So let me show you how to do that. So now I'm gonna create a video timeline. I'm going to go layer, video layers, new video layer from file. And I'm gonna look for that file that I just exported, and I'm gonna bring that in. Okay. Now this is a lot smaller than my file. I'm just gonna crop this down like that. And I'm gonna zoom in. Okay. I'm going to bring my frame rate down. So over here from that menu, I'm going to go set timeline frame rate. I'm going to bring it down to 12 and hit OK. And then now I need to have the drawing layers that I'm going to use for this. So I'm going to go to layer, video layer, new blank video layer, and this is going to be the one that I can draw on now. Make sure that enable timeline shortcut keys is on, and what that does is it's going to just let you move through. It's going to let you move through your timeline frame by frame, which you're definitely going to need to do. So now I've got this set up, and it's ready for you to start drawing.